What's your natural habit when crappy stuff happens? What's your natural reaction when you get bad news? Let's talk about how to deal with that. I'm Jason at AwakenedEssence.com, and this is the Laws of Grace Online. Notice your backside, pelvic floor, hands, your shoulder. I've got a friend on mine. Hello? Waiting patiently. I got some crappy news before while I was filming. It's just like, oh, do I stop filming? Because, you know, got all churny and yucky in the tummy. It's just like, I don't want that energy in my videos. Because the energy in these videos is good and it has to be that way. What's my intention? Excellence. Laws of success. What's my vision? Well, a really impressive course with unique videos. Law of success number 8. Here we go. Competition. Alright. So if you've got stuff running, feel your hands, your bum, your legs, your feet. Can you feel your feet? If your trauma response has been triggered too hard, you might not be very able to feel the lower half of your body. It all depends on each person and how well your neurology's opened up, and the chemicals and all the reactions. If you're one of those ungrounded, mindy types, you probably won't be feeling much at all. That was a feed me bite. So notice what parts of you are biting right now, and feel your backside and your pelvic floor. Contract your pelvic floor and feel your tummy. Allow yourself to sense how big that space is in there and how it feels. As I try and get more seed. I know it could look a bit rude. Notice your tummy. Feel that yuck, it's okay. Notice the birds freaked as I said that. Hey, it's okay to feel your yuck, eh? Breathe, tummy, pelvic floor. So contract your pelvic floor while that yucky's going. How big is it? Does it expand out past your body? So the bad news I got before it was out to where the camera is, at least. Out here. Pretty yucky, pretty churny. So I just sat with it, knowing, hey, it's the same thing. Do the steps, be aware of the presence and the nothingness under there, if you can access that, if it decides to grace itself for your enjoyment. Again, that will happen and stabilise. That's pretty much during the abidance process and afterwards. But back to the yuck. Breathe. So as you breathe with your tummy, right, a lot of bad news will affect your solar plexus, your feeling centre, your sense of identity. And if you feel it properly, it might hang around for a bit, or it might jump off. Back to your tummy. Feel your pelvic floor in your hands. So if that yuck is bigger than your backside and your hands and your tummy, then feel your feet. Is there any sort of physical reaction going on? Be it trembling, shaking, shock symptoms. If it's a real bad one, you'll have shock symptoms, won't you? You'll tremble. Breathe, feel your feet, hands. That step 1 is more than enough until your system subsides. The system knows how to deal with this. That's why you've got an unconscious mind, and that's why we talk about it, eh? But the deal is if you can be present with this as it goes through its natural process, then it doesn't leave damage, doesn't reinforce bad habits, doesn't reinforce a lack of presence, because you're retraining to be present, with what is. So if bad news has happened, then bad news has happened. And breathe, tummy breathe, tummy breathe. Feel your bum, contract your pelvic floor. Notice the space, hear the sounds in your environment, hear the sounds of mine. Hear the sea. And the crunching sound of my company. Yep, it feels crap. That's a given. But it's the same when it feels good and blissful. Yeah, that's a given. What's under that? Ow. Feed me, please. That's what that bite was. What's your pain telling you? What's the message? Emotions are a messenger. And this is really important. I just need to interrupt this video before we do the next bit. What's about to happen is when I do the videos, be it human interruptions, animals, nature sounds, it's remarkable how things unfold. I was talking about bad situations. One is about to happen. Watch my reaction, watch my recovery, watch what happens. If you're squirmish and don't like blood, blood is about to happen. It's all right, I recover. I'll talk more at the end of the video. So they're not bad. They might feel, ow! I'm holding the space. That was a good hole. I know that one's going to bleed really well. Yeah, that's the best bite of the day. I heard my flesh click. See, talk about this stuff and it happens. So I'm feeling the pain in that thumb. You're naughty for biting me that hard. You really are. Okay? Wow. So, feel your space. I'm feeling my thumb, feeling it bleeding. It is the same process. Yep. Thumb's hurting. It's a good hole. Still preferable to that bad news I got before though. I know this pain will subside and I'll stop the bleeding very shortly. So that's how you deal with it. Now the other thing is too, is you are a human. Law of success number 6. You've got to look after yourself. So I'm going to look after this. Thanks for the lesson, my friend. Okay. Naughty, naughty. I'm Jason for the Laws of Grace Online. Giving you some evidence of how to deal with unplanned situations. Naughty birds. Naughty. So life does what it does. 2020, life has done some global stuff, hasn't it? It's impacted everybody. Even the tribes in the Amazon have been severely impacted by the unfolding situation, which will happen and continue to happen with ramifications for years. Do we as a species recover from this? And how do we move forward? So there's all sorts of stuff we don't want in life. Physical pain, accidents, stuff with people, jobs, all that sort of stuff. Your capacity to hold presence through that is what makes the difference. So I was talking about some bad news. I recovered from that pretty quickly. Well, obviously before I did the video, but later, you know, it's just like, wow, that vanished really quick. We knew harness your attention, and the habit is to come into presence. It's remarkable how things just become water off a duck's back. We're all different. Are you holding the space as that happens? That's all that counts, eh? Because the flip side is the good stuff. So what? As I stand here, It's all here. The nothingness, the divinity, the space, the joy, the peace, and sore body parts. I'm more concerned about my nose because it keeps bleeding. So, but also, just over there is a campfire. I managed to bruise a rib last night, and that's way worse than any hole any parrot gave me. Again, you know, I could have been a little bit more careful with breaking wood for the fire. This is an old habit. I always damage myself when it comes to firewood. So my worst injuries in the last 24 hours are not related to parrots. It's related to breaking up wood for the fire. Silly habit of mine. So, you know, and as for the presence practice, as I'm aware of the space, I'm aware that here it hurts to breathe. Because I bashed it, well, a log bashed it when I was trying to snap it. So this is the habit, the space, the divinity, the nothingness, the divine spark is sparkling, the sparkling non-sparkle. As I look at you, as I feel a sore rib, my thumb has recovered okay. It'll be all right, I'll live. But, you know, as I say in this website, and we work at with the Laws of Grace online course and in the Mastery Club, is this, all this stuff's evidence-based. So people can say how awake they are or how conscious they are. How is that demonstrated? That's a serious question. Anybody can claim anything. How is that demonstrated? What are the specifics? So you can re-watch this video, plus numerous other ones of mine where it's demonstrated. You can't tell if I've got Mr. Grumpy Face on whether I'm feeling nothingness or not. I can assure you I am, otherwise the video would not go live. Because it still carries that vibration. Go watch the real masters, the ones that are wow. Watch them. Watch how they demonstrate it. They're still a human, they still have stuff, they still have opinions. But this is the point with the Laws of Grace, and what is here in this website is you are all of these layers. So how are those all integrated? So you have the divine yum yum, right? Feeling your hands and your backside, your feet, noticing your inner body, your presence, the allowingness, the allowing space. And if Grace is choosing to be here with you consciously, the no you, the no person, the no doer, you can be aware of that if that's the case by consciously choosing your presence and where your attention goes. There is no way around this. There is no such thing as I'll awaken and I don't have to choose and place my attention consciously. That's called lying to yourself. Self-honesty, law zero, really important. And the only person who misses out is you. So these videos, these laws of success videos, and how to apply that to presence practice and stuff, they're a demonstration of working with wild animals, and some of those parrots are aggressive. They've learnt to be aggressive because humans don't treat them nicely, because they can be destructive. And as you can see, they can inflict a bit of pain. But they're a bird. Don't expect a bird to be anything else than a bird. That's why don't expect a snake to be anything else than a snake. So don't whisper snakes, especially the Australian ones, because we have the 10 most deadly snakes in the world here in this country, in this state, probably in this forest, although I've never seen one here. Common sense, being aware of the sounds, hearing the plane, which is a bit of an ongoing joke inside the Laws of Grace course. Notice your environment and the space that creates. The impersonal allowingness. It's a choice to be aware of it, even if you do have your mind and your personality and your pain body and all those things making judgments about it. You can't change it, can you? Can I turn that plane off? No. Can I make the wind turn around so I'm not getting smoke coming past me? Nope. But I am aware of the divine nothingness that's blazing as I stand here looking at you guys. This is what you will learn on the Laws of Grace online course. Each of the videos is a practice session to help you create the habit, to open your neurology, to integrate your physicality, your feeling nature, your mind nature, and your esoteric bodies and all those other things that tend to feel nicer, so they are incarnate, and you demonstrate this stuff in life, like I did when that bird bit me. Notice how I reacted to it, and I kissed it. It's just being a bird. So there you go. Any questions, make contact. Check out the course. If you want to be in a community of people that are really, really doing this stuff, check out the Mastery Club page. This stuff's precise. That's why I talk the way I do. If it gels for you, then great, then there's something there for you. If it doesn't gel for you, it doesn't matter. What do you want, and what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get there? All of this is very, very specific. So for you guys in the Mastery Club, hang on, I'm going to keep talking. The rest of you, I'll see you later in another video. I'm Jason at AwakenedEssence.com.